His hand was in my hair before I even understood what was happening. My scalp burned, gravel cut into my back, and his laughter echoed through the driveway. "You block your sister's car again, and I'll throw you out for good," he sneered, yanking harder until I tasted blood from biting my tongue. When he reached the trash cans, he kicked me into one, the lid slamming shut above me. Useless things belong in the dump. The world went silent for a moment, except for his laugh. My mother's voice cut in, sharp but distant. "She has no future anyway." They thought they'd broken me. They had no idea what I would do next. I wasn't always their enemy. When I was younger, my father carried me on his shoulders. He used to clap at my school plays, even if I forgot my lines. My mother tucked me into bed, whispering, "You'll do great things someday." But somewhere along the way, I stopped being a daughter and became their scapegoat. My sister shined. Perfect grades, perfect smile. I became the shadow they mocked at dinner. Small failures turned into ammunition. "Why can't you be like her? What will you ever do with your life?" I thought it was disappointment, but it wasn't. It was cruelty. The first time I realized it, my father shoved my sketchbook into the fire, laughing at the drawings I'd hidden. My mother watched, silent. That was the moment I understood. They didn't want me to succeed. They wanted me to disappear. So I stopped crying. I started watching, listening, and planning. The plan came together the night my father dragged me into the trash. I sat awake in my room, bruises blooming along my arms, hair tangled with gravel. Rage wanted me to scream, but I forced it down. I knew the law better than he did. I'd been studying it quietly in libraries they thought I wasted time in. Abuse leaves marks, but it also leaves witnesses. Neighbors had seen him. My teachers had noticed bruises. My phone, hidden in my pocket that day, had recorded every word. Useless things belong in the dump. He thought I was powerless. But in that moment, I was already building the case that would ruin him. I didn't confront him right away. Instead, I played the part he expected, quiet, withdrawn, the failure. While he smirked at his victory, I collected evidence. Every insult, every shove, every bruise documented. I reached out to Mr. Callahan, a lawyer my grandfather once trusted. I gave him everything. "Stay silent," he advised. "Let them think you've given up. It'll make the fall that much harder." So I did. For weeks I endured their taunts, their laughter. My mother sneering, "No future." My father smirking, "Trash." But I didn't break. I sharpened. The day of reckoning came on a Sunday morning. My parents were at the kitchen table sipping coffee, my sister scrolling through her phone. I walked in with Mr. Callahan beside me, briefcase in hand. My father frowned. "What's this?" The lawyer's voice was calm. "Mr. and Mrs. Reynolds, you've been served." Confusion. Then he began to read. Allegations of physical abuse, emotional neglect, financial fraud uncovered in my father's accounts. Every word a knife. I placed my phone on the table, hit play. His voice filled the kitchen. "Useless things belong in the dump." My mother's, "She has no future anyway." My sister's eyes widened. She hadn't known. She'd been shielded from the worst. But now she heard it all, unedited. My father's face went pale. "This is out of context." "No," I cut in, calm. "It's the truth. And soon the court will hear it too." The fallout was swift. My father's company stripped him of his position, shareholders panicking at the scandal. My mother's social circle evaporated overnight. Neighbors whispered. Reporters camped outside. Every insult, every bruise, every cruel laugh, they had all built the stage for their downfall. All I had to do was pull the curtain back. Now I sit alone in the same kitchen where they mocked me. The silence is heavy, but it's mine. They're gone. facing charges, lawsuits, disgrace. My sister chose to leave with me, shaken but free from their grip. For the first time, I don't feel like a shadow. I replay his words sometimes. Useless things belong in the dump. They don't hurt anymore. They remind me. Because what he threw away wasn't trash. It was the match, and the fire burned his whole kingdom down. They thought I had no future. They were right, because the future they imagined for me was small. I built something bigger, their ruin.